Guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Lauren Kidd. I am a business and success coach for the busy mompreneur. I teach moms how to start, run, and scale their online businesses while being present in their kids' lives. What does that mean? I get you more clients. That's what you need. That's what you need to run a successful business. If this is your first time here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. New content comes out every Monday. If you are coming back for a second, third, fourth, or fifth, or millionth view, thank you so much. You are what keeps us alive and going. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Also, I would love for you guys to share this channel. The more moms that we can get in their own businesses, the better we will be. Moms can rule the world. Okay? Share the knowledge, share the wealth. We don't have to compete. We can lift each other up. So, what are we talking about today? The 7 habits of highly successful entrepreneurs. Okay, so there's more than 7 habits, okay? More than 7 habits that successful people do every day, but I want to focus on 7 habits that are really, really, really important to your mompreneur business, okay? You can find all kinds of tips online, and that's fine. These are 7 that I absolutely live by, and I have to share them with you because I want you to succeed. Duh, that's what we're here for. I want you to succeed. So let's dive straight in. Tip number 1, successful habit number 1, they are constantly learning. And what I mean by this is I don't mean they're spending a ton of money on their education. They are reading. They have library cards. They check out books. They're constantly researching things. If they find something that they don't know, they want to dive more into it. They haven't gotten to the point where they're like, yeah, I'm an expert, end of story. I don't need to look anymore or learn anymore. No, they're constantly learning. You will never be the best of the best of the best of the best of the best. Somebody else will know something more than you, and it is your opportunity to learn from them. They are constantly learning. Successful habit number 2, this pairs really nicely with number 1. They invest in themselves. So this does cost money. This is coaches, this is courses, this is events, seminars, trainings, things like that. They are constantly investing in themselves. I know that I have a coach pretty much all year, every year, since I decided that I was like, hey, I actually want to make this a real thing. I know how to run a business, but I always need somebody in my corner to help bounce ideas off of, somebody to give me direction, somebody to see what I'm missing. I also really love courses because I don't like to talk to people a lot, so I like to invest in high-value courses that aren't a lot of fluff. Because let's be honest, there are a lot of courses out there that are just fluff, and it's a lot of, I'm so successful, I did this, I did that. And yes, I'm making fun of people because there are so many courses that I have bought early on in my business that were just like, I'm so fancy, I'm so cool, I make $100,000, you should follow me for, like, I don't care why you're successful, tell me how to get there. Like, I don't need the fluff. I don't want the fluff. I promise you guys, I will never give you the fluff. I'm going to get straight to the facts, and then I will help you. I will genuinely help you. But that is a successful tip. Number 2 is they are constantly investing in themselves. Because if you don't invest in yourself, if you're not willing to invest in yourself, 2 things are going to happen. 1, you're not going to grow. And number 2, if you are not willing to invest in yourself, nobody's going to be willing to invest in you. Okay? You cannot sit there and charge $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 for yourself if you are not willing to do that for yourself. If you are not willing to put that out for yourself. For us, we just hired a new marketing team for At Home Entrepreneur. Very excited about the direction that that's going. A little terrified, kind of expensive, but it is the thing that is going to take us to that next level. So we are constantly investing in high quality things. So be sure that you are scoping out what it is that you want. If you've ever worked with me or you've ever had a sales conversation with me, you know that I highly encourage you to vet your coaches, especially me. Not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm not saying that I'm trying to hide anything, but I want you to check me out. I want you to see my past clients. I want you to feel comfortable with whoever it is that you're going to work with. I don't ever want any mom to just blindly invest in somebody and then feel like they've wasted their money, because there are a lot of people out there taking money and not giving you results. So be careful, but make sure that you are investing in yourself so that you can grow. Successful habit number 3, they use their calendars. Here is my calendar. I love it. It's beautiful. I've used the Erin Condren calendars forever. They are my best friend. I schedule everything. It goes on the schedule. If it is important, it goes on the schedule. You wouldn't miss your kid's birthday, right? You wouldn't miss your cousin's birthday or your niece's birthday or your nephew's birthday because you just happened to not put it on the schedule? No, of course you wouldn't. How embarrassing would that be? So why would you do that for your business? Put the things on the calendar that need to get done, whether that's promotions or blog writing or video recording or editing or, catching up with your VA. Doesn't matter. It's got to go on that calendar so that it is important. Once it's on that calendar, it is 100% important, and you're more likely to do it. Same with the next priority. They take their health seriously. Successful people take their health seriously. They eat right. They exercise. They get out on walks. They get fresh air. They get their vitamin D. They take their supplements. Take your vitamin C. Take your vitamin C. Get your vitamin D. Be healthy. Be healthy. And they schedule that health time. I schedule working out and my runs every single week because I need to make sure that I hold myself accountable. Because if not, I'm just not going to do them. I am the type of person that if I don't write it down, it's not going to happen. It's just the way it works. The successful people, number 4, they make health their priority and they schedule it on their calendar. Tip number 5, and this is something super, super, super scary for a lot of people, outsourcing tasks. I will say that this is one that I find very difficult to do because I like to be in control of my business and the tasks that I do, but at some point you are going to be overwhelmed and overstretched and you're going to be exhausted. You're going to be exhausted and you're not going to be giving your best effort. You're not going to be helping in the best capacity possible. So outsource tasks that will either take you too long or that you just simply don't like to do. I don't like to schedule my blog. I love writing, absolutely love writing, and I love recording my videos, but I don't necessarily like scheduling them or putting all of the stuff that goes into the videos together. I just don't. Sorry, guys, I'm not a one-woman show anymore. But I don't pay somebody to edit my videos because to me, that's not something that's super important. And that's just something that might not be your preference. Maybe you're just like, oh my God, she makes too many mistakes and I cannot sit here and listen to her. She's driving me crazy. That's fine. You're not my ideal people. My ideal people make mistakes and they're real people. So outsource the tasks that you don't want to do. If you don't want to fix website links on your website, hire somebody off of Fiverr. Guys, Fiverr is such a great tool. Fiverr.com. I have outsourced people on Fiverr to fix website links. I've outsourced a VA on Fiverr. I've outsourced somebody to type up my book that I launched earlier in the year. It was super simple. I paid less than what it would cost us to take our family out to dinner. Outsource your tasks. Successful tip number 6. Show up consistently and show up as yourself. Okay, do not show up on social media as somebody else. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't take somebody else's things and be like, oh my gosh, this is totally my idea. Because it's not. True story, I had a past client and they didn't ever actually pay. They were just a free client who constantly showed up in my inbox all the time. Well, one day they decided to drop what it was they were doing and do what it was I was doing. But they didn't ask. They just took my stuff and they recreated it with the exact same verbiage. Okay, they took an entire sequence of mine and turned it into their own. By doing what? They added their name. That was it. It was my story about my kid. It was my experience about how I started my business. It was all about me, but they were sharing it, okay? They were not showing up as themselves. Could they have taught what it is I taught? Sure. I'm not the only one who teaches this stuff. There are hundreds of thousands of other people out there who teach this stuff. The difference is I'm your person, you're my person. That's it. That is the only difference. I know just as much as so-and-so does, but so-and-so might not be your cup of tea. That's the way of this world. You're going to find people you connect with. But when you do, it's because they are being themselves. They are being authentic and they are being who they're meant to be. They're not trying to be somebody else. So you have to show up and you have to show up as yourself. You cannot impersonate people. Do not take other people's stuff. Okay, don't do it. Is this stuff out there for you to find? Yes, like I said at the very beginning, there are tons of tips on there on what successful people do. These are the things that I find are most important to the mompreneur business in order for you to be successful. Okay, last tip, number 7, they are insanely focused. Yes, I said that. I said that as a mompreneur. You have to be insanely focused on your goals. Does that mean you need to sit at your computer all day long? No. That does not mean that you have to sit at your computer all day. But they make a plan and they stick to it. They write it down in their calendar and then they make it happen. They map out those goals and they take actionable steps. to reach those goals. You can't just say, hey, I want to make $5,000 next month and be like, I don't know where it's coming from. No, if you want to make $5,000 next month, you got to reverse engineer what it is you offer, how many people you got to talk to in order to make that happen, and then make a plan and take action on it. Okay, so take action on that plan. You have to be insanely focused if you want to succeed. These are the 7 tips that I find most important when it comes to the mompreneur business. These are 7 successful habits of successful people across the world making millions and billions of dollars. Actively participate in these habits and they will work for you if you work. If you put the work in, you will see the work bouncing back in rewards. Okay? Guys, thank you for showing up. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit subscribe because I know some of you skipped to the end. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Please invite your friends. I love having you here. If you ever want something specifically discussed, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear about what it is you're doing and how it is this helps. I'll see you guys next Monday. Bye.